Hi there, welcome back. Lori here from Vancouver Island. And if you've been following me for a while, and you remember back to when I switched rooms, so I had a bigger craft room. And one of the reasons I wanted a bigger craft room is because I do a lot of different crafts, or I have in the past, since about, I guess it was probably November or so when I discovered paint pouring. And pretty much everything I have done since then has been about pouring paint. And I'm loving it, and I'm never going to stop, I don't think. But one of the things I need to do to make room for my painting is to get rid of a bunch of these craft supplies. And husband says, no, you cannot just sell the craft supplies. You have to make something with them, and then you can sell that. So, so that is what we're doing. We're going to use up some more of these craft supplies that, as you know, I have a ton of. Today we're going to make a wreath. And I'm going to put you up in the top camera and we'll get started. Perfect. Okay, so I really can't see anymore what you're seeing unless I like stand up and look at you, which I'm probably not going to do a lot of. So I know that you're in screen and I know that you can see me, so I'm just going to continue here. Of course, like all my videos, I sometimes get lost in my craft, and some of it's kind of time consuming and boring, but anyway, what we've got here is, first, we've got this candy cane looking wreath frame. So I've got that, and then I've got some, these are zip ties. I've got my trusty cutter, and I've got my mesh, and I have three colors. I have a green, a purple, and a gray that are in this size. This is a 5-inch by, I don't know how long it is. And what I'm going to do is cut it into 20-inch strips. And then we'll go from there. So what I like to do, because you can cut through multiples, right? So I like to lay them one on top of the other, just like this. And then, oh, I have a weight, actually, that I use. I'm going to grab it. Where is it? Right there. There behind me. Okay, so then I just roll these out like this. And I do like to start with a straight edge here, so I'm just going to take a little bit off. So that starts me out with a straight edge. And then this is a fabulous little mat. And these you can even, if you want, I know you can't see this, but you can run them right off the end of the table if you want to. I don't think I need to, but anyway, so I'm going to cut all of these at 20 inches straight across, and there you go. And I'm going to do it again, roll these out. Oops. Even with this, I'm a klutz, and I've done so many of these, it's not even funny. I've made so many wreaths. This is kind of a, I've only done this technique that I'm using with this kind of mesh. I've only done it once before, so it'll be a little bit of a challenge anyway. So I'm going to go ahead and cut up the rest of my mesh, and then I shall return. So I've cut my mesh, and I've got a whole bunch of these little guys here, and I might have to do this from a couple of different angles to show you what I'm actually doing with these, but let me get this out of the way for now. So what I like to do is I turn them curl side down, and then I tuck, actually, I tuck one corner over first, so it kind of makes a neat little end, right? So like that. So I folded it over twice on itself. And then I'm going to turn it curl side down so that it's rolling in on itself. And I'm just scrunching it in the middle. I don't know if you can see that. Let me try zooming in on my hands a little bit and see if that helps a little bit. So you can see I'm just kind of pulling it, right? And I'm keeping it lined up. And then when I get to the other end again, oh, it's caught. So I want to tuck it under as well, right? And I want to pull it all in. So then I have this, right? I have this little bow guy. Let me zoom you back out. Oops. Wrong way. So I have this little guy, right? And I'm going to grab one of my zip ties. And I'm going to grab my wreath form. And I'm going to attach it to one of these crossbars. And you can use pipe cleaners or what do you call them? What do other people call them? Tool sticks or whatever. You can use those as well. But I like to use these because I can pull them nice and tight. And when you get a bunch of stuff on there, you know, I will zhuzh this out a little bit and you won't actually see that once I get 4 of these on here. So I am going to grab my little clipper guy here. This is just a little jewelry clipper. But that lets me get right down in there and cut that off. And I'll pick that up later. So let's do it again. Let me grab another purple one. So I've got a lot more purple and green than I do of the silver. So what I'll be doing, I think, is 2 rows of purple, 2 rows of green, and then a row of silver. Okay, so let's do that one more time here. I'll push that out of the way. And you can see I'm just gathering it together, trying to keep it centered as much as I can. Just pulling it in with my fingers. And then I can hold it, twist that out. Now again, I want my end to be neat, so I'm going to kind of tuck it up and under a little bit and hold it, pinch it. See how cute that is? Cute little bow. And that's like the 20 inches, right? So that's a good size for, you don't want to go much shorter than that. You'd have a pretty small bow at 10 inches. So grab another pipe cleaner, chenille stick. That's what they call them. Chenille sticks. That's what they're labeled as. I've always known them as pipe cleaners. Anyway, I'm going to stick that back on there and zip tie it on. And come back in here and clip. And, like I said, then I'll zhuzh them around. Okay, so I'm going to continue with this, but I won't make you watch every step of it. I'll take a few videos here and there. But yeah, now would be a good time to go to music, wouldn't it? So let's do that. Okay, so here we are. I'm actually down to my very last piece of this colored mesh, and I'm not sure, well, I know that I don't quite have enough to finish this. So here's what I'm thinking. Let me just get this last one scrunched up and on there. And I'll tell you what I'm thinking. So I think, well, I have to pull it up so you can see the whole thing somewhere. But I'm thinking unicorn, right? So maybe I can make some kind of a little something that'll make a nose here, and then we'll find some kind of an eyeball here, and we'll get some kind of a horn coming out through the top here. So that's going to be my idea to finish it. But at this moment, it is time to go and cook dinner. So I'm going to do that, and I will be here back later. For you, it'll be a millisecond because I'll just come back and start recording again. But yeah, so I'm going to go and do that, and then I'll be back to try to finish off my beautiful unicorn. And I think that will work. I think I can find something that'll make a little unicorn nose here. So I might have to do some research. Back to the YouTube videos, so we'll see. Anyway, I'll be back. Okay, so we got a little nose on him. And now we're going to attach this. This is going to be his little mane. This is actually a snowman, or a Santa Claus beard. It was so long that I had to cut it off because it was too long for me to use. So we'll go to the top of the head here, and we'll just attach it. I'm just sticking it down through there. I know you can't see what I'm doing, but I'm sticking it down through the frame. And now you can see I've got it here on the back, and this is just one of those chenille stems, or pipe cleaners, or whatever you want to call them. And I'm just going to twist that around a few times. And there you go. There's my horse's mane. Now we just need to get an eye and a horn. So I'll be back. So I found this little bell and this little eyeball thing. And I'm going to glue that like that. And that then is going to become his eye. What do you think? That should work, right? That should stick out enough on his little head. Look at that! So adorable! Okay, so here he is, all finished. You can see his little eye in there. Oh, his mane is hiding his reins. His crazy beautiful mane is hiding the reins. He got reins and a little nose piece, and here, we'll come around to this side so you can get a better look at him. There you go. And there you have it. There is a unicorn. I don't know that you'd call it a wreath, but it's a unicorn from a Dollar Tree candy cane wreath form. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed this little bit of off the cuff something or other, and I hope you have a great day. Thanks for watching. Bye now.